Hi there, a warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining the live chat. Can you hear me, viewers? Thank you for responding with yes. Let me welcome the participants first, then a look at what Debretsion is saying, Debretsion's dangerous remarks. What Debretsion said will have far reaching consequences for peace, not just in Tigray, but in Ethiopia, even in the Horn of Africa. What did he say? Let me welcome the participants first. Erythros is the first viewer who commented in this live chat tonight. I'm seeing several new names in the comment section tonight. Love Gurja joined, says, hi, brother. Love Gurja, this screen name is new for me. How long have you been watching my views and news? Omar Ede says, thanks, Sajid. Always you mention reality on the ground. Thanks, Omar. Love Gorgeous said, do you think the war between Ethiopia and Eritrea is going to start? Well, I don't predict the actual date of start of any conflict. I only share the developments which lead up to the start of war, which could lead up to the start of war. So on daily basis, I'm sharing with you statements, preparations. Just today I did a video. I showed you alert and military deployment on a front. Yesterday I showed you pictures from another military front. Then a few days ago I showed you video of ENDF's mobilization towards Eritrean border. It's difficult to predict the actual date of the start of war, but anything can happen any time, I think. Anwar Sadiq joined to welcome Anwar. We have Joy here. Erythros says, hello brothers. Debretsion is saying to Abi, you rejected Simdo, but we accepted it. Yeah, almost this is what he said. FKM joined to thank you, love Gorja. Morkos says, Assalamu alaikum, welcome Morkos. Morkos has been with me for years, I would say. Dark Star joined to Peace and Love joined as well. Peace and Love is a member too. Special welcome, Peace and Love. If you want to be a member, click the link given in description section of this live chat or videos. The link will take you to membership page. Members pay a few dollars per month. They have special badges. I invite members to be on my views and news, to contact me on phone as well. They can send videos, pictures to be aired on my views and news. They can send their own videos too, but none of them has come forward so far. But we have around 40 members. So far, we have managed to have 40 members. I would like membership to increase. I would like members to be here with me, but so far no one perhaps thought it appropriate to be here. TEG joined too. He says, my name used to be Peace for All. Oh, I remember T. Erythros says, we are not new. We change names. Used to be Eratia, Pearl of Red Sea. That's good, by the way. Average Dom says, is it true Maro is kidnapped? I don't know. All our sources will never confirm that. I talked to a few people. They said, it's ridiculous. They said, Sajid, what you are inquiring about is ridiculous. How can Ola commander be kidnapped? So they're denying, but Ola is known for denying everything. We need to wait, I think. The other side does not have any evidence to. Rumors only. So I think we should wait for some time. But I promise I'll dig out information for you. I'll get information from the circles which are close to Ola. FKM says, how do you see role of CRS in Tigray? Bashe joined to Ethio Short News says, we love you, but why you say dangerous? Well, I'll explain why am I saying that the Debretsion stock is dangerous. Nationalist joined too. He's saying, Sajid, send me money. I wish I had money to send to you. Love Gorgeous says, I miss your live broadcast, but I watch it later. Athena Kifle joined to Nationalist says, I can guarantee you there won't be any war or in Ethiopia. Let's hope, let's pray that this is what happens. Elimo joined to Elimo is saying, I don't have an emotionless face. Where are they? He remembers my comment about where I said where they tells lies with an emotionless face. Mother viewers, just a few words about blocking of some comments. Let me explain a little, then we'll get going. I think you might have noticed that there is change in comment section now. There are no irrelevant comments. There are no hateful comments in comment section. I have started censoring comment section. I never did that since the establishment of this channel almost 5 years ago. I never censored comment section. But lately I realized that some people were trying to make the comment section irrelevant. They did not want healthy exchange of views between people. They were rejecting each and every video, each and every report as lies, as fake. Without watching the video, they used to write such comments. And they were creating obstacles to healthy exchange of views between the people. So I started banning them. It started a few days ago. Now comment section looks much better. I mean, if anyone wants to read comments, so the comments make sense and there is a healthy exchange of views there. What do you think now? What's your suggestion? Should I continue with this type of moderation, which we're seeing now in comment section, or should we revert to the previous practice of censoring no one? What is your suggestion? You can contact me through my Gmail too. You can write in this chat's comment section as well. What is your view? What should we do? I think comment section should look presentable to people. People when they come to the comment section, they know something constructive is being talked about. This is what the meaning of this comment section is. And you know, I fought to protect the comment section. Twice we came under spam attacks. Spammers were hired who want to undermine the channel, and they used to send hundreds of spam comments just to make the comment section dysfunctional. I was advised to block all comments. I did not. I said, no, I will protect the comment section no matter what the cost is. And fortunately, with your support, we countered those threats. So now it's up to you. If you want me to revert to previous practice, I'll unban everyone, unblock everyone. And if you want comment section to continue as it is now, we'll press ahead with that. Redemption, I'm fine. How are you? Beniam says, no problem with this moderation. Peace and Love is also saying that you should continue monitoring it. Love Gorja is also backing moderation. Average Dom is proposing that we should return to the previous practice. Said Hamma says it's good to ban those who talk hate and insult others. So far, majority is supporting the moderation which we are adopting. So let's wait for more input and then we'll make the final decision. Let me start, viewers. What did Debretsion say? Why is it that his speech is being concluded as very alarming, as very dangerous? Can I start, viewers? I'll speak for around 10 minutes, and after that, I can take your questions and comments. Brian Ipsa joined too. Brian is also a member. Special welcome, Brian. Athena Kifle says, what do you think is the role of Fano in this war? Well, if war erupts, all players will be of importance, not just TPLF and EDF. Fano will be a big player. Ola will be a big player too. Because ultimately, these forces would like to reach Addis Ababa. So for that, they need to go through Amhara region, to go through Oromia. Both Ola, Fano, they'll be key players, but obviously major players will be Tigray and TPLF and EDF. Kinadid here, Bacha, Negri here, Amare Etsaba here. Okay, let me begin, viewers. Debretsion Gebremichael, TPLF chairman, talked to the media, and 3 points which Debretsion raised are very dangerous. I'll explain the 3 points in my talk. Firstly, Debretsion spoke about the return of IDPs to Western Tigray. He claimed that 100,000 settlers have been brought to settle in Umera Volkai, Sagade, Western Tigray. And armed groups are operating in Western Tigray. He said IDPs are ready to return. That's what our job is, to make IDPs ready. They are ready. But how can they return when 100,000 settlers are in Western Tigray and armed groups are there? Dangerous. Why? It means Debretsion. By the way, were Amharas settled in Merabulgai, Sagade, after Amhara forces took control of the area around 4.5 years ago? Yes. Amharas were brought here. I did several videos on it in the past. How many? I don't know. Maybe the number given by Debretsion is exaggerated, but Amharas were brought and they were made to settle here. It means that TPLF wants Amhara settlers to be removed from Western Tigray first. And then IDPs can start returning. It wants an end to the presence of Takazegard and the Makazadu-led government there. This is what I hinted at in a video a few days ago. I said that TPLF might lay out some preconditions for the return of IDPs. I think preconditions have been laid out. Return of 1,000 Amhara settlers from Humeravulka, Sagade, and dismantlement of armed groups and the government in Western Tigray, which won't happen, by the way. Which won't happen. Amhara accused TPLF, by the way. They say that when EPRD was in power, uh, around 4 decades ago, TPLF brought Tigrayans. Amharas were ethnically cleansed, and Tigrayans were brought here, and they were made to resettle here. They were made to settle here. They were relocated to Marabulga, Sag. And Amhara side does not consider all the people who wish to return to Western Tigray as original residents of Western Tigray. They say that there are people in the guise of IDPs who want to return to Marabulka, Sag. They won't be allowed to return to Marabulka, Sag. This shows how complex the situation is, how complicated the issue is. It's not easy to solve it. And TPLF, I think, would ideally like to solve the issue of restoration of its status before the return of IDPs. So, alarming statement by Debretsion. He is calling 1,000 people in Western Tigray as settlers, and he wants them to leave Western Tigray. Firstly, isn't it dangerous? It's dangerous, by the way, because if uh, Tigray takes back control of Marabulka Sagade, it will take action on those Amhara settlers. It will expel them out of Marabulka Sagade. Secondly, Debretsion spoke about Southern Tigray zonal government. We know that a few days ago, military backed by TPLF tried to dismantle Hafto Kiros-led Southern Tigray government. Military failed because people rose. They took to the streets to support Hafto Kiros. Hafto, backed by people, returned to his office in Macho. Military had to back off. And after a conflict of 5 to 6 days, Hafto Kiros returned to his office. He met with Varade too, and he is now discharging his duties as Southern Tigray Zonal Administrator. Debretsion again said that he said, if you remember, a few weeks ago that there'll be change of administration in Southern Tigray after the military launched an operation. Military failed. Now he's saying at least 4 people will be changed in Southern Tigray. 4 people means zonal chief and what are the chiefs. But when Varade spoke at Ashinda festival today, he said no change. The ongoing administration in Southern Tigray will continue. TPLF is putting pressure upon Tigray military to remove Hafto Kiros and other border leaders. The Debretsion is putting pressure upon where they're dragging his feet. And it could lead to, I think, build-up of tensions between Varade and TPLF. And if military makes a new move to dismantle Hafto Kiros government, people will again rise. They proved that they won't allow anyone to impose a government backed by TPLF by force in Southern Tigray. So Debretsion talk again alarming. He's proposing change in Southern Tigray while people are opposed to TPLF's change of government there. Thirdly, he talked about the Simdo Tigray Eritrea reconciliation. And he said that this is what federal government wanted to do or should have done what we are doing. So he reiterated the position of the Tigray government and TPLF and Tigray military, doubling down on formation of an alliance with Tigray, with Eritrean side. Saying that this is what federal government should do as well. It should improve relations with Eritrean government. So all that the 3 points which I mentioned indicate that we're going to see a conflict between TPLF and federal government, conflict in southern Tigray, conflict in western Tigray if there is no solution. That is why I'm seeing the 3 points mentioned by Debretsion as very dangerous. University Abreha joined to Ethio Republic says Ethiopian politics is very complex. Yes, it is. Redemption says Abu deliberately created this mess. Tigrayan people could never have been a worse enemy than him. Well, if you ask me, Tigrayan leadership is to blame as well. I mean, they could not create unity in Tigray after Pretoria. They fought for power. Gitacho versus other TPLF leaders, not TPF versus Tigray military. Yes, Abiy wants divisions in Tigray. I never said Abiy wants a strong united Tigray. Abiy wants to crush TPLF. Abiy wants to weaken Tigray military. Everyone knows that. But when you know that your rival wants to weaken you, wants to divide you, you need to be united. But you are running after power. You want power no matter what the cost is. So who is to blame? Not just Abiy, but Tigray leadership as well. Rafet MLP says you're neutral. Thank you, Rafet. Jacob Jericho says, what's up with your trip? It looks like Abiy trip to Europe. Well, I have returned to my country, Pakistan. I went to Indonesia. After every few months, I take some time out for a few days abroad. Why? Because this uh, practice of making 4 videos a day is very uh, unhealthy, I would say. But I have to make 4 videos a day on Eid, on weekend, on Sundays. Even if I'm not feeling well, I always make 3 to 4 videos a day. When I'm exhausted, I feel I should go out. Though I do the same thing on vacation too. I made 4 videos a day there to Indonesia too. But change of atmosphere, change of location refreshes me a little. So it's not fun for me when I'm out on vacation, but it's a way of just recovering. It's a way of regaining my energy. Elijah joined to welcome Elijah. Elijah is also supporting the moderation which I introduced. ATO is responding to what I said in a video. He said, how can you say Eritrea should not deploy its military force in Tigray? Well, I said that Eritrean military deployment is offensive, not defensive. I mean, there is no need of deployment of your heavy weapons, your artillery pieces, your tanks, your APCs, your howitzers close to Tigray. There is no imminent threat from Tigray to Eritrea. Obviously, the deployment is linked to broader conflict which could erupt between Tigray and federal government. And I think it's very unbiased sort of analysis. Or do you disagree with that? I'm not saying that Eritrea should not deploy anything on Tigray border. But keeping in view the way these communities are interacting on the border, perhaps there's no need of large community deployment there. Well, it is there. It means situation is tense. Not between Tigray and Eritrea, between Tigray and federal government. Minium says, why didn't Vedi Mesfin enter Sudan from Eritrea? Yes, very interesting question. They could have used the Eritrean route, perhaps safer route. Maybe they thought that they should have more than one routes. TEG says your knowledge is beyond YouTuber about East Africa. So think about writing a book, please, how to solve the problem in Eritrea and Ethiopia. Well, perhaps I should not advise people about what they should do. I can share my views with you through my videos. It's up to the people to decide what to do. But I can share my understanding of the situation in the region someday in future. So far, no time. As I told you, 4 videos a day. It's difficult to do any other thing. Yeah, where the mess has been released reportedly, Dane Kube. Dane Kube says, how will the conflict between PP and TDF with its allies would turn out? Well, so far, the alliances are being formed, parties are on a collision course, they are estimating each other's capabilities. Uh, Anything can happen anytime. That's what I say. If they don't stop, they'll clash, they'll fight. I don't know when, but they'll fight. So it's better that some type of intervention happens, regional, international intervention. And I think the main player which can solve issues is the US. If US decides to bring peace between Eritrea and Ethiopia, if it decides that there should be peace in Ethiopia, I think it has the leverage. Other players don't matter. Arab countries matter, but they always play the role of spoilers. They create conflicts. Americans look at the larger picture in the Horn of Africa, in East Africa. And Trump wants to take credit for working for peace. So US can play a role. Otherwise, these people are on a collision course. I think they'll fight. I don't know when. Thank you, Tivelde, Mesfin K here to so 30 minutes have passed. I think we should end the live chat. Let's keep live chats short. Hopefully, I'll return tomorrow. We'll have 3 live chats this week because I'm back to my country. Now we can have 3 live chats a week as we used to do in the past. It was good to be with you in tonight's live chat. I mentioned some dangerous points mentioned by the Debretsion Gebremichael TPLF chairman in a press talk. Do watch the live chat if you are new to join. You just join and then share your feedback in a comment section. I mentioned the moderation which I have introduced in comment section. If you disagree or agree with it, do share your views and your opinion in comment section. I'll be back tomorrow. Stay blessed. Till tomorrow. Bye bye.